Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today's video is going to be about where is this connection going, where is this relationship / connection going. I prepared 3 groups for you to choose from, and all you have to do is go down to description and the comments and just go to the timestamp for each of the group or the groups that you felt drawn to, and I will see you at the click of your timestamps. And remember, sometimes you might be drawn to more than one group. It's because you are meant to get the messages from multiple groups. So just go to all the groups that you feel drawn to, and I will see you at the click of your timestamps. I offer a private and personalized tarot reading service. It's called Your Tarot Happy Mail. First, you will get your private and personalized tarot reading video, and second, a surprise gift. And surprise gift can range from channeled message or to a healing worksheet. If you wish to get this special tarot reading service, just simply go to my website www.thezintarot.com. Hello group 1, if you chose this group, this is your reading. Clear quartz is all about clarification and getting everything just cleared up in your head and heart. So let's get started with your reading about this connection, what we need to know, everything that we need to hear in all the details possible. Healing. So this connection that you are thinking of right now involves you feeling very much so healed, and you both have sort of this activity where you do a lot of healing activities, such as think about hiking and being in nature. That is very healing because you just are present and in one with the nature, all those fresh air and all the good things good for your body, those kind of things that we are meant to be and where we are meant to be as human beings in nature. So I can see that this relationship involves you really taking the time to do a lot of healing things, and this relationship is encouraging you to do a lot of healing. And this relationship somehow, by being with this person, I can see that you are really meant to reflect upon yourself on what parts of you need healing, and I can see that there's a lot of emphasis on emotional well-being when it comes to this relationship. So this sounds like a relationship where you might be both very into self-growth and self-development. Hence, you both inspire each other to do the things that are good for you, both physically and mentally. So this relationship sounds like a relationship where you are both growing, leveling up to the next level as such, group 1. So this sounds very related to the clear quartz, which may be why you just felt drawn to it. It's an energy of cleansing, right? So this relationship definitely brings in lots of cleansing elements is what I see. So let's see what else. Forgive. Wow, this relationship that you are in, or this connection that you are thinking of right now, involves you really having to deal with the parts of you that needs to deal with forgiveness. So it could be a parent figure, it could be someone from your past, or it could be a relationship, it could even be yourself that needs forgiveness. And I can see that through this connection, you are really learning to forgive, and you are really learning what it is to forgive and what it is to find inner peace from forgiving, and what the forgiveness is tied to healing in itself. So I can see that this relationship is the one that is teaching you a lot of lessons about these healing components, about forgiveness, and also just about really looking back upon your life and really giving it a deep reflection and deep thought. So I can see that this connection, this relationship that you are thinking about is one where you really grow. And I can see that this is really a good, healthy relationship that really encourages you to heal and focus on yourself at the same time. So I can really feel this connection, having a sort of partnership and also sort of a connection between two people who really want to look forward into the long-term future. So I can see that this connection is going to take you to the next level of really manifesting the ideal long-term future that you really want to live in, that your soul really wants to live in. So let's see what else we need to know about this connection, this relationship. Wow, there you go. This just really confirms that you are really soulmates. I can really feel the energy of twin flame. You are both meant to be. You are both here to really find yourself and really heal yourselves through this connection and through this relationship. You are meant to help each other grow. You are meant to help each other level up to the next levels that you never knew possible before. And I can see that you both have this sort of like complementary traits to each other, that when someone is looking up, someone is looking directly at you, which means that if somebody is focused on another thing, another person is going to say, you know what, this is the new perspective. This is another perspective that I want you to consider. So this connection really shows two people who are meant to be together in a way that they really help each other level up and really help each other to be the best versions of themselves. And I can see that you both really see your strengths in each other and your weaknesses in each other as well. And you both really like accept each other as you are. And this connection is going to take you to the places where you're going to both experience adventures. Think about the mountains. And I can see you both like really climbing up the ladders of life together. I can see this connection is one that's going to last for a very long time. It is definitely a soulmate and twin flame connection. So of course this is one that would last for some of you. I can see it's going to last forever. And I can see that this connection is not just a connection in this lifetime, but also a connection since the previous lifetime as well. So I think that as soon as you both saw each other, you both just felt a very sense of familiarity with each other, and you both have never met someone like yourselves. And I can see that it's because you already had a soul contract starting from the past. You both really promised to find each other in this life, and you both really found each other in this life, which is why this Lover card is showing up with all these healing and forgive cards. This connection is meant to really heal the energy that you carry on from the past life as well. And I can see that inner children in yourselves, which involves a lot of healing and also from your past lives that you carried on. And in this life, perhaps one of you might be anxious, right? And one of you might be having some sort of problems regarding the emotional states, and then this connection is one that is meant to take you to the healing stage where you both really focus on yourselves through the love from one another, through the care and love from one another, and through the self-acceptance from one another. And I can see that this love is unconditional as well, group 1. So this is a love that really takes you to the dimension where your soul sort of like transcend, and you really understand deep down that you are each other's person, not just in this life but since the past life as well. And I can see that this connection might even take you to manifest future lifestyle, future lifelines as well. You might even start to make soul contracts in this lifetime as well, which will continue for the next ones. So let's see what else. Ooh. Oh, Judgment card, that's right. So this card is telling you that a lot of the things that you were not clear before you met this person, before you have this connection, are going to be clear for you. And of course, this depends on individuals about what things are need to be clarified. It could be about forgiveness, right? Whether or not and how you should forgive. Those kind of things will come into enlightenment, for example, through this connection. Because of the insights that you both bring to the table, you both have the life lessons, karmic relationships that you have both been in the past that have taught you both how to process feelings, how to focus on yourself, how to love yourself, and also how to love other people, and also how to appreciate love when it's in front of you, and how to give unconditional love as such. And all of the lessons that you both learn from each other, they are meant to fill in the gaps of another person. So if one person doesn't really know what to do on it, the other person will really help fill in on that gap of knowledge. And I can see that working beautifully for this connection, group 1. So I can see that you are both in a connection that is really, really spiritual as well, because you both are connected super deeply, that I can see a lot of people just look at you two and they know that you are meant to be together. And everyone tells you that as well. Like if you sort of like go through like an interaction, or even if you start talking about the other person in the relationship or the connection, I can see that everyone says that, well, you know what, you both are just meant to be. They might not say it, but they really feel it. And I can even see some sort of like envious energy around your connection as well. People really wish that they have what you have. And because of this Judgment card, I can see that you both are the people that really have strong values, where you live your life according to really deeply rooted set of life values, that you both have this very like strong magnetic fields to both of you. This connection just creates a wave of strong magnetic field that not only attract each other, but you also attract a lot of abundance, right? Abundance in yourselves, abundance to this connection, abundance to the future that you both are going to build together. So that is what I see so far. And people can feel it too, that sort of energy. And I can see that you both are definitely still dealing with a lot of the past unresolved ties from the past lives. And I know that this is because in the past lives, I think that you might have both been in a connection where it was frowned upon, or society standards told you two could not be together. And I think it's because of that you both brought those sort of emotional unsettling feelings, like anxiety about what other people might think of you to this life as well. Because imagine, like, I think, yeah, in the past you definitely, perhaps maybe you were both guys or girls, and then society, of course, in the very, very past, they really looked down upon those connections. And I think that really made you both just give up on the connection that you had in the past life. But in this lifestyle, in this lifetime, you are really, healing together from these, because you know that you were both meant to be, even in the past life, right? The society standards are finally accepting, and now you are learning to forgive those past feelings carried from the past life as well. And I think that group one, you can feel that energy just from the person in the connection and in the relationship. You both know that there are some things that other people might not quite understand about your struggles, but your partner, that person in the connection, they really understand you, as if they had been with you in the past. And it's because they have been with you in the past, and you're both really moving forward together in this lifetime. Let's see what else. Yeah, Page of Pentacles is an opportunity that you both have for this connection to continue in this lifetime as well. You both are given the chance to really build something stable, something that is going to be a long lasting, and something that is going to bring you a lot of happiness, joy. And I can see that in this life that you have right now, this current life, is the life of building things together. So this connection involves building things. This connection involves looking inwards. This connection involves really enjoying the flowers, the fruits of your labor, and really trying to look at things from different perspectives, and try to look at things from a bird's eye view, as in trying to look at things from a bigger perspective. So this life, you are really working on being together, and you're working on really building things together in this lifetime. So I can see that's what you're going to be doing. This is the future of your relationship and connection. And I can see that, yeah, this is a very beautiful connection that you have got right here. And I also want to know what your angels want to say about this connection. In a sense, beloved one, everyone is guiltless in truth, as no one can alter God's handiwork of perfection. Give us your feelings of heaviness so we can lighten your load. Give us any guilt, anger, or blame that may shroud your loving outlook. Enjoy the peace within your heart once more. Wow, that's beautiful. In the past life, it is very obvious that you both could not enjoy the innocent love that you had for each other because of the judgments that were passed upon you in the very past lives. And now this is telling, your angels are telling you to enjoy the peace finally, that your heart are now finally meeting together in this lifetime, and really feel the peace, and really make sure that you know what's central to this connection is love. And love is never meant to feel guilty, and you can enjoy it as much as you can. It is your birthright to enjoy the love that this connection has to offer. So don't worry about what other people think anymore, and just build your lives however you want to build your connection, and do whatever it takes for you to heal those past hurts in this life and also from the past life. And really make sure that even if you feel as though you need to be perfect, remember that perfection is not the goal, but love and innocence and enjoying you and your partner's presence within each other and your unconditional love for each other. That is what matters the most. And yeah, your angels are really supporting you and this connection to just be built with whatever you want to be built. You have the freedom to build whatever you want, and now it's time for you to take the steps. And if your connection is not starting yet, this is a call to action for you to really try and push that assertiveness in order to progress this connection to where it's meant to be. If you're having some sort of doubts, this card is telling you that you are to go ahead and pursue this connection and see its fullest potential, because this is where you're meant to stay, and this connection is what you're meant to really be thriving in. Healing family issues. Yeah, there you go. Forgiveness is coming in as well. So I can see that in the past, it could be possible that your family life played a role in how your love life and connection with this person turned out. And perhaps your family was very conservative and they opposed you to the points where you had to break off before you had to. And I think that your soul contract ended too early, and it was meant to be continuous, but then finally in this lifetime you are really together. And this is why healing and forgiveness comes up as the main theme, because I can see that in order to build this soulmate connection that you are meant to have together with each other, you are to really heal and forgive the people in your life and really heal those emotions that stem from being unable to forgive people, and remembering that inner peace and forgiveness are connected, so that when you forgive, you will gain inner peace, and finally you can focus on building this beautiful relationship. Then you are able to move forward together with this partner and really start your new connection in this lifetime. So yeah, this is the reading I have for you, Group 1. I hope you enjoyed. If you watched until the end, leave a white heart emoji to manifest all these good things, to manifest everything that you are meant to have, everything great that you're meant to have. And thank you for watching. I will see you in my next videos. Alright, get started on your reading. This stone is all about the wisdom, inner peace, and this is really cute and tiny, by the way. Alright, let's put it right here and let's get right into your reading. Where is this connection? Where is this relationship going? We already have so much energy right here. There you go. Ooh. Is it over? Sexual desire. I wish I could be a different person. So all of these messages came up, and let's get right into that. So the messages are pretty clear, right? This is a connection that is really pointing towards the past connection that you have had, and I can see that it involves asking a lot of questions about whether or not you want to reignite the connection. So I believe that Group 2, you might be thinking about your ex, and you might be thinking about a past connection where you felt interested, but then the connection didn't really grow into anything substantial. So that is why we are getting these messages. I can see that this one is very central, sexual desire, and I can see that this connection is making the person that you are thinking about in this connection is really, really attracted and really also you're attracted to them, and it is like confusing for you, and you just feel as though if this is lust or love at times, not all the time. For some of you, yes, you might be really thinking about whether if this is lust or love, which is totally fine. But yeah, this is also another question that this connection is asking. Is it over? One of you or both of you might be thinking that if this connection is totally and truly over, or if you need to reignite and reconnect again. I wish I could be a different person. So what this tells me about this connection is that one of you might be thinking like, well, you know, I really wish that I were more confident to really be able to receive the love that they are going to give me, or oh, I really wish that I could be a different person, literally by wishing that you had the qualities that the other person really tells you what their type is. So you might be thinking to really like mold yourself into the ideal type of the person that you're thinking of in the connection. And it could be stemming from feeling self-conscious about yourself, feeling as though you're not enough and you're not perfect. But you know what? This is not the mindset that you would want to be in, right? If someone is making you feel as though you being yourself is not enough, then we really need to reconsider the connection here, group 2. And let's see what else we need to know about this connection. Where is it going? 10 of Cups is telling me that this connection is one where you really feel like a full load of desire, full load of passion, that is for sure. You are really happy when you're around them. You just feel like it's meant to be, you just feel as though you are enjoying the time to the fullest. And I believe that one of you really holds the crush feelings, like you just feel so happy. Imagine like teenage love. You feel really, smitten. You feel really smitten to that person, and I can see that it's taking like logic away sometimes, as in you don't really think about a lot of things. You are only focused on emotions, so to say. But I can see that this connection definitely brings you a lot of feelings of giddiness and feelings of desire and feelings of like just playfulness and feelings of just having fun. So there's nothing wrong with that. And also, this is a really good card to come up as well, because what we want is for you to feel happy, right? And if you're happy, no matter what the reason is, even if you're just infatuated with that person, physical appearance, and you're just happy to be with them, it's okay, it's fine, as long as it makes you happy, right? But again, I believe there are a lot of questions that you're asking yourself, because you just feel like, yeah, you feel happy, but at the same time, you're not sure what is this connection doing to you for the long term. That is what I see. All right, so let's see what else we need to see. 2 of Swords, there you go. Yeah, there is definitely, again, this card is a confirmation card that says that, of course, you are confused. This really confirms the soul being confused about whether or not this connection is worth pursuing for the long term, whether or not you should be really giving yourself to this person, giving yourself to this connection. And, all you need to do is really trust your gut when it comes to the confusion like this, because at the end of the day, it really has to come from the place of you prioritizing yourself, right, group 2, in order to attract the love that is meant to stay, not the love that is meant to flee. So this connection definitely holds up to the confusion element, where you're really meant to explore your options. So really make sure that you have options, right? Really make sure you need to know, group 2, that you have options, and you are not the person that is a passive. You don't have a passive role in this connection. So this is what you need to hear, right? You have an active role to be happy and to be with anyone that you feel that you are enough for, that you are perfect just the way you are. So this card is telling you that you need to take off your blindfold and then try to see you have more than 2 options, for example, right? And that you have more options than you realize you had. And 10 of Cups might be an indicator of that as well. You see a lot of cups lining around, and all you have to do is to open your eyes to those opportunities as well. So this connection can really make you feel happy, but I can see that the future of this connection is not certain. So that is what the messages we're getting right now. So let's see what else we need to know. Yeah, exactly. There will come a point where you will have a clarification. You will have a aha moments where you're like, all right, well, I get it now. I know what to do. And you finally realize you're definitely going to be taking off your blindfold, and you're going to look straight in the eye on the problem and on the decision that you are going to take in regards to this connection. So I can see that you are going to make the leap of faith into that decision, but you are going to be very, very clear on that decision once you make it for this connection. So I want to know your like your lucky number, like in what month or in what date you might be making this decision. Let me just take out my dice. All right, so we're gonna roll a dice to see 2. That is your lucky number. It could be February of next year. It could be the second day of a month. And let's roll another die. 3, 2, and 3. So between February and March, or just between 2 to 3, 2nd to 3rd of every month or date, that is when you are going to get more clarification upon what you are going to do with this connection, right? We already have the possibility that this connection definitely involves a lot of passion and a lot of emotional fulfillment as long as you focus on just the emotions and not too much on the long-term connection. But it is definitely going to be your decision at the end of the day in order to pursue this connection and try to see if this connection is going to be built long-term or not. So you're going to come to a realization on these numbers, on these dates, on these months, for sure. So we are going to draw more cards to get more clarification. The moon, there you go, yeah. So right now I can see this is a confirmation card that this connection is definitely on the uncertain part of the phase, which means that you are really unsure and this connection is really vague. I can see you both not really have labeled each other as significant other. You both haven't put the label on it, you both haven't put a name on it, and I can see that it is really making you feel as though you are not enough. Again, this is not a good place to be in emotionally, right? You deserve to be a person whom another person is sure of. So this connection is definitely asking for you to really open your eyes, use a little bit more logic even when it comes to emotional connections, right? And when you have this balance of logic and emotion, then you will know what to do, you will know what to decide for. But I can see, group 2, that you are a very intelligent being and very emotionally sensible as well. So I can see that sooner or later you are going to come to a decision on what to do about this, you know, lack of labeling each other's situationship almost. So yeah, for a lot of you, this is a very situation. All right, let's see what else. Where is this going? 5 of Wands is telling me that this connection is one where things actually moved faster than you thought it could be, but then like when things are coming at you all at once, you don't know what to do sometimes, right? So you just take it and then you just do it. So when you don't know what to do when things are super fast, that really gives you and leaves you in a state of confusion as well, not sure what you should do with this connection. But that's why it is very, very essential for you to take some slow down, focus on other parts of your life, go out with your friends, try to talk to your friends as well who has more experiences, and try to really focus on your own hobbies in order to really see this connection from what it really is versus how you want it to be looking like. So it's sort of like trying to discern the reality of this connection and where this is going versus the idealized version of how you want the relationship to look like, right? So yeah, I believe you need to slow down, take a breather, give yourself some love because you deserve it, and really take the time before you decide whether or not you're going to be with this person long term. Magician, ooh, this is a card of confirmation that group 2, you are beautiful, you are enough, you are perfect the way that you are already, and you already have everything that takes, and you are already a very perfect partner for anyone that really deserves to be in your life. So this is a card of, you know, having to believe in yourself, be confident in yourself, group 2, that you of course deserve more than you think you do. And I can see that group 2, you don't need to have that imposter syndrome. You really deserve everything that you are meant to have, and you really do deserve everything that you are dreaming about. And you don't need to stoop yourself low to a person or a connection that is not really valuing you to the highest level that is possible. So really place yourself at the center of your universe, and things will align much better for you, not only for this connection, but also for the connection in the future, and also for the true love that you are meant to have. So let's see what else. Group 2. Daydream. You will more easily hear and receive our messages if you daydream regularly. Relax and open your mind to receiving without directing your thoughts. Just notice any feelings, visions, or ideas as if you were watching a movie. This is the seat of creativity. So this is telling you that you need to really try and go out there, and you need to try and really go after the things that make you uncomfortable, but at the same time the things that's going to make you really feel better afterwards. And it could be the ideas that you have during your daydreams. While you daydream, you might be daydreaming about that perfect person, how they're treating you, and how they think about you as such. So this is telling you that if you feel that someone is like the ideal person in your head, go for them, go for that connection. And I can see that you can also be that person in your head as well, right? Be that person for yourself as well. Give that love to yourself the way that you want your ideal partner to give it to you. And really relax and open your mind to receiving the love that you are meant to have. And this is also telling you that even if you feel like your standards are too high, it's not high, because you deserve the best and you know it deep down, group 2. So this connection is just telling you to think about what you're gonna settle for. Are you gonna settle for this connection, or are you gonna settle for more amazing connection that you could have, more sure, more certain connection that you could have? So yeah, this connection definitely seems like a connection that's meant to teach you how to take control back into your own love life, and to remind you that you are the main character, and that you decide who you let in as your precious lover, and that you have all the choices, you have all the control over your decisions, and that you should be asking, instead of asking, do I deserve them? Ask if they deserve you instead, group 2. So this connection is definitely teaching you how to ponder those things that I just talked about. And I can see that this is definitely like a step before you manifest that true love connection you're meant to have. So you need to go through this connection for sure. This is a teaching connection as such. Finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now, all right? So I can see that this is, again, finances and career, but it doesn't have to be literally like this. It could be like this for some of you. It could be that some of you might be struggling financially, and maybe this connection is with a roommate / a situationship roommate that you don't know what to do. Or for some of you, I believe that this is something that has to do with your passion that either makes or doesn't make money. So something that you do for a living, something that you feel alive doing. So when it comes to this connection, I believe that you are thinking about whether or not you are going to be doing something that makes you money but not happy, or if you're going to be doing something that doesn't make a lot of money but you feel happy. So it's like a metaphor to this connection, right? This card that makes sense, because this is like a metaphor for this connection, because you might be needing to ask yourself like, well, you know, it doesn't really make a lot of sense, or maybe it doesn't really feel as though this is within my comfort zone to be seeing this person, but well, it makes me really happy, right? So maybe I should stay with this connection. Or then you might be thinking, well, what about this connection that I feel more familiar with, but I don't really truly feel totally happy? Should I stay where it's familiar, or should I go where it's unfamiliar, but that makes me more happy? So yeah, this is just a metaphor between staying where you're familiar and going out of comfort zone to the unfamiliar. But the center is your happiness. This card is telling you that center focus should be your happiness and happiness only, and that you deserve what makes you happy. Yeah, so let's see what else we need to know. Self-confidence. Wow, this is very central. Yes, again, you see this magician, and self-confidence just confirms that you just need to have this self-confidence, self-belief in yourself, trust yourself again, that you are able to go out of your comfort zone and you are able to make the best decisions for who you allow in your connection, into your heart, into your life, and that you can trust yourself. So as long as you work on these issues, as long as you work on these components that you know you could improve on, you are going to manifest the one that's meant for you. So yeah, this is the reading for you, group 2. Let me know what you thought. If you watched until the end, leave a purple heart emoji down in the comments. Let me know what you thought about it and what videos you want to see next. And thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next videos. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I hope you enjoyed your reading. Hello, group 3, welcome to your reading. And this is the tiger's eye. Very like strong, sharp energy. And we're just gonna get straight to your reading without further ado. The beauty you seek will resonate in nature. So I can see that the future of this connection and the relationship will be clear upon your head when you go out in nature, and when you are alone with your thoughts, and when you are alone in nature, just being yourself and just enjoying the presence. Then the answers about this truth of connection and the relationship will really reveal itself to you. So any clarification that you want to have, or any clarification that you're confused about this relationship, if you go out in nature, you're going to find it. And I think that it means you need to really ask yourself deep down what your true feeling is, without all the judgments about yourself, about your feelings as such, right? Okay. Let's draw one more card. You are a true being of the universe. Your beauty radiates from within. Wow. So you see, this is telling you to stay connected with who you are, and who you are like inside, your values, your wants, your needs, your personality, your likes, dislikes, everything that composites, which includes you. Everything that is you is beautiful already, and you do not need to change a thing. So if this connection is one where you feel like you can be yourself with, then of course the answer is very clear that this connection is meant to stay in your life. So yeah, really, this is a really central question that we need to be asking. So let's see. Where is this connection? Oh, one card just whoosh. Justice, there you go. This connection might have to do with distance. I can see that this connection might be long distance. This connection might be one where you both are from different cities or different countries, or this can be a connection where you both have a shared set of values as well. So whatever it is, I can see that this connection has the components that really get you asking if you need to be pursuing it, or you just wonder what this connection will take you to, because you both are very, very different but very similar at the same time, and you just feel as though this connection might be the one that is worth staying for. And I can see that from the atmosphere of everything that we have so far, this connection definitely does seem like one where you should really try and pursue and to stay. But let's see what else. I can see that you might need to consult someone that you trust within your own social circle, or even someone that you do not really know but admire from far away. Try to ask the people for advice on what to do. It could be a father figure, it could be someone with the masculine energy, not necessarily like super masculine, but perhaps their voice is deeper than, you know, like their gender is, or they just have some sort of like masculine energy in some ways, right? So if you ask someone for advice, they will try and guide you towards what you can do with this connection and what you're confused about. So I can see that before you decide what to do with this connection, this future of the relationship is uncertain, because I can see that the choice is in your hand, and what you do with that depends on you. And I can see that you are a person who is very being cautious with the relationship and the connection that you're thinking about, and it's completely fine, right? It's completely fine that you are being cautious and careful before you dive into anything deeper, because it is your energy at the end of the day, and your energy is precious, and it is very, very limited, and it is very, very wise that you are trying to weigh the pros and cons before diving into any connection. So this is so far the advice for what you should do about the connection, but I want to know about the nature of the connection and also where this is going, right? Okay, so this connection is definitely set in motion, which means that one of you, or maybe even both of you, already started taking actions in order to be together. Perhaps this justice cause for some of you means that one of you might already got visa in order to stay in another person's city or another person's country, and one of you might be thinking to move to the same city as such, right? So I can see that this is already set in motion. This connection is already progressing. This connection is already taking place to the next level, and step by step, little by little. And this can also mean emotional processing as well. So one of you might already be thinking about what you should label it, what you should call this connection. If you want to take it to the next level, if you're in a relationship, you might be thinking to take it to the next level, such as engagement. And I can also see that this Wheel of Fortune is telling you that this connection is going to be changing, and you are going to have to adapt to that changing pace. So this connection is definitely moving, and this connection is moving because you both share the same values, same feelings and emotions. And even if you haven't taken any physical or visible steps towards naming the relationship, I can see that for some of you, you're already debating inside your head whether or not you want to be with this person. So there's already a lot of like soul connection that is waiting to be tied inside your head. So you're already thinking about each other in the way that you're taking each other seriously now. So yeah, I can see that this connection is changing from a little bit more light-hearted, from dating around to a little bit more serious, to settling down, right? So this is what I am seeing. So let's see what else. There you go. So I can see that you and this connection already reached a level where you both really showed up for yourself. You both really have built this connection to a certain level where you both already have the expectations about each other set, that you are very much so thinking about what your next step in this relationship should look like. So for some of you, I can see that you might be thinking about moving in together. For some of you, you might be thinking about naming, like labeling each other, and going from dating around to really calling it a relationship. And for some of you, it might be really having the choice, right? One of you might have confessed, and one of you might be having the choice to respond to that confession. So that is what I am seeing. And I can see that this connection really involves like two people who are serious about relationship. So I can see that the decision is not taken lightly, and you both are really in the process of taking it to the next level. You're in the middle of like jumping from the stage 1 to stage 2. It's like a middle between stage 1 and 2, the bridge. You're standing on the bridge. So yeah, you're standing on the bridge before making any decisions, because you really want to be sure that you're doing it because you really want this relationship. There you go. King of Swords tells me that you're both really sure about each other. You're both really ready for a serious relationship. You're both ready for something that is stable, something that is real, something that you both are going to be doing like a lot of partnerships with each other. Not just a fun teenage relationship anymore, but a little bit more adult, serious relationships. So I can see that you're both very much in your head right now. Yeah, a lot of like head energy, a lot of swords energy, meaning that you both are really in your logical head thinking about practical things of this relationship before you really commit emotionally as well, which is why I say that we saw that you are in the bridge, right, in the between the stages. So this is actually very wise what you're doing, both of you. So this connection is definitely building up to a more serious tone, and I can see that you're both actually very clear what you want out of the relationship. So you're both really needing to set those expectations more clear and more like give each other some sort of timeline, right, in order to really come to a decision whether or not you both want to move forward. And then I think that decision, if you make it together, if you really put everything out there, you are both going to be super open and honest with each other. And it's like an adult relationship, right? There is no mind game. And I can see this connection is going to be going to the next level if you really progress it with the adult relationship communication styles. I want to see the timeline of the relationship, like when is it gonna go to the next level, if so. 2 and 2. Both 2. So in the next 2 months, or in the month of February, in the next 2 months, or on 22nd. So yeah, this is a very strong sign that your relationship will go to the next level in 2 months. So this is, I mean, I rolled 2 times and I got 2 times out of many possibilities. So this is a very strong confirmation about the duration in which your relationship will go to the next level. Yeah, this is actually very good. It's a very like adult relationship. Acceptance, there you go. So I can see that you both really feel like you both can trust each other, rely on each other, and you both just know that if you are going to be with each other, this is going to be for the long term. And then you are both needing the component of acceptance within each other as well. I can see that there are some things that are, again, like I said before, very similar but very different. So I can see that there needs to be an acceptance about what is very different from each other, because if you're going to cohabitate, if you're going to live with each other, if you're going to live together, if you're going to stay together for the long term, you're going to need to come to an acceptance about your past and about about like the facts about each other that you find it a little bit difficult to accept. So it doesn't mean that you're forcing, right, yourself to accept it, but rather really like realizing that it is a fact. It is a fact that you cannot escape, and no one is perfect. So at the end of the day, you might need to accept those parts of themselves, parts of them that you really feel as though it's not really in your perfect idealism, as to say. So yeah, this acceptance card is just saying that just accept things for what they are, instead of idealizing some situations or idealizing that things are different. So you might need to accept that you are long distance for some time, not super long, but for a short time before coming together, right? It doesn't have to be personality traits. It can be practical things as well. You might need to accept that you both need to live apart before you come to live together. You might need to accept that it will take some time for you to live together, because maybe you need time to save money in order to come together. You might need time to get advice from people around you before you come together. You might need to accept needing some sort of acceptance from people around you as well. Maybe if you come, for some of you, I can see you might have come from a conservative family. So I think for some of you, you might need to wait around until you get the acceptance of your family that approves your relationship, so that you can move to the next level. So whatever it is that needs to have acceptance component, I can see that you both are going to need to work on it. But I can see that, with your personality traits, you are both going to be very, very mature about it, and you're both going to be quick to accept it, because sometimes there is no choice, and sometimes it is really in your best interests to accept things as they are, instead of hoping for things to be super different. Like that, it's easier and you have more inner peace as well, right? So yeah, this is the reading that I have so far. Okay, let's see what else we need to know. Where is this connection? Energy work. Life can be electrifying because its very essence is energy. Your body is a remarkable energy field that will positively respond to loving treatments. Your hands and heart are activated to give healing energy to your loved ones and clients. So this is telling you that while you're dealing with these practical things, while you're dealing with this, emotional processes before you take the connection to the next level, really make sure that you are focusing on self-care as well, and you are showing up for yourself as well. Because again, you need to really remember that you are already full, you're already complete as you are. And yeah, I can see that as long as you realize that you are already complete and full as you are, and as long as you give yourself the self-care and you give yourself the attention and energy that you need by going out to nature, or by doing a lot of self-care activities, or with the hands, like making things that make you feel in touch with yourself more. As long as you do those things, you're going to realize the decision of this connection to be coming from a place of I want this relationship, not I need this relationship. And it's going to put less strain on the relationship in general as well. There will be no rush to take it to the next level if you're coming from a place of I want instead of I need. And your partner, the person in your connection will feel it as well, and it's going to have positive impact on your connection as well, is what I see. So yeah, a lot of practical advice. So I think group 3, you might be a person who really like to take things in a practical way, and I think practical steps will benefit you. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. So this is telling you that while you're being in your head about this connection, I'll also make sure that you are fulfilling your emotional needs as well by doing self-care, and also by asking for love from your person in the connection, because it's okay, and don't be shy. You may be new, or you may be fresh in the relationship, or you may be at a stage where, for some of you, you may be in the relationship stage where you are still shy about asking for affection or love. But this is saying that, you know what, ask for it. Place your needs and really make sure that, of course, you deserve to be loved. Ask for the affection anytime you need it. Don't worry about looking needy, because we all need some love, and it's okay to ask for it. And this is also a good test to see if your partner is someone who is emotionally available for you as well. But I can see that, yes, you are both very much adult and very emotionally ready to settle down, like in terms of practicality and also in terms of long-term vitality as well for the relationship. So I believe this is a connection that's just going to make you both really happy in the long term. So daydream. So this is saying that really enjoy each other's presence as well while you're being busy with sorting out the practical steps and thinking about the next steps in the relationships. Make sure that you are relaxing. Make sure that you are cuddling, you're doing a lot of playful things with each other, and really show each other some soft love as well. Don't forget to show those things as well. Because sometimes when you're in a stage where you prepare for a serious next stage, you often forget to go on a date, right? You often forget to feel the freshness of the feelings, like the passion that you both have deep down, but you don't really practice it by going on dates, for example. So yeah, go on more frequent dates if you haven't been already, and really try to get to know each other on an emotional level a little bit more, even when you're trying to sort out through the practical steps. So yeah. And group 3, this is the end of your reading. I hope you really enjoyed, and let me know what you thought about your reading. If you watched till the end, leave a brown heart emoji. I'm not sure if there's a brown heart emoji, but leave the brown heart emoji until the end if you watched till the end. Let me know what you thought about it and what videos you want to see next. And I will see you in my next videos. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe.